Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of Alloy's Lunch and Learn sessions. So just before I do get started, can I please get confirmation from somebody that you can see my screen and hear me okay? Perfect. Thank you very much, Trevor. All right, so my name is Scott Young and I am the Product and Services Manager here at Alloy Computer Products. In today's session, we are going to look at all things Zoom and what Zoom solutions and devices that Alloy can offer you as Alloy partners that you can then on-sell to your customer base. All right, so just quickly, in regards to Zoom, everybody kind of knows Zoom. They know what Zoom does. Zoom's always been about video conferencing and meetings and things like that. But what what a lot of kind of Zoom partners and customers aren't aware of is that Zoom also offer a fully fledged phone system solution as well. So looking at some of the devices that Alloy can offer our partners in relation to Zoom is that we have devices that are cater for Zoom meeting room spaces. We also have devices that will cover and can be used with Zoom phone as well. So we have solutions for both of those sets of solutions that Zoom can provide. All right, so what devices can Alloy supply you guys? So with the Zoom phone platform, it supports a couple of different desk phone devices and the way they connect kind of differ as well. So Alloy can provide SIP-based IP phones for the Zoom phone platform, and we can also supply the Zoom phone appliances, which is more of a native Zoom phone for the Zoom phone platform. We also can supply certified webcams for Zoom meetings. We have Windows and Android-based Zoom Room appliances, all certified for Zoom meeting. We also can supply paging and intercom devices, which can be used for the Zoom phone platform. And then we also have scheduling panels available that can be used for the Zoom meetings as well. So one thing to look at, and I wanted to give reference to you guys, is that there is a website or a page on Zoom's website that does actually list all of the Zoom certified hardware. And from there, you can get instructions on how to configure devices, what devices are certified, what they can be used for, and so on. So definitely worth having a look at that link there when you get a chance. All right, so let's start with the SIP-based devices for Zoom phone. So majority of the Yealink IP handsets are all certified for Zoom. So the T3 series, the lower end series, the T4 series, the T5 series, and also the newer conference phones, the CP925 and CP965. And then we also have DECT solutions that are supported and available for use on Zoom as well. And that is the single cell DECT solutions, such as the W70B, W76P, and so on. And also the multi-cell solutions as well. So the W80 internal multi-cell solutions, and also the W90 multi-cell solutions as well. So these are all certified for use on the Zoom platform. Now, we also have another vendor that will soon be certified for Zoom. So they're just finishing the certification process at the moment, and they should be available and on Zoom's website by the end of the month. And that is a Grandstream GRP series. So there's quite a large range of IP phones in that GRP series from Grandstream. So every GRP series phone will be supported in the near future as well. So there's plenty of different desk phones available for the Zoom platform from Alloy. Like I said, most of the Yalink models and now the GRP series Grand Stream models as well. All right, so now we'll look at the Zoom phone appliances from Yalink that are now supported for Zoom as well. So these are the MP series phones from Yalink. Now, I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware, but these MP series phones are available for the competition here, which is Microsoft Teams, but they're also available for Zoom now as well. So Zoom, these are now all certified by Zoom and run a native Zoom application on these phones. And then also we have the VP59, which is also a Zoom certified video phone. Now, the main or key differences between these SIP devices and the Zoom phone appliances is that the SIP devices, as it states, it's a simple IP phone. It's a standard SIP-based IP phone that can be used on any open SIP platform. So the Zoom phone platform supports open SIP devices, which makes it easy for users to utilize existing IP phones if they're migrating to the Zoom platform, or there's lots of options in the market to purchase IP phone or SIP-based IP phones if companies and organizations are moving to that Zoom platform. So with the SIP devices, obviously it's a simplified phone interface, a standard SIP phone as you would use for any phone system. Now, one of the key differentiators here between the ZPA devices and the SIP devices at this point in time is that the SIP devices can all be auto-provisioned from the Zoom admin portal, and they can also be managed from that admin portal as well. So it makes it very, very easy to auto-deploy these devices to users in your organization that are using Zoom. And we also have the ability to be able to manage these devices from the Zoom admin portal as well. In terms of administration, we're talking about pushing firmware to these devices. We're talking about upgrading different firmware, pushing configuration, etc., to these devices from that admin portal. Now, with the ZPA devices, so these devices run Android version 8. They are a native Zoom device. So they're running the actual Zoom application on these phones. They all run Android 8 and they run that Zoom application. So it gives the users more of a kind of a well-known kind of look and feel for the device, because the client that's running on that phone is a very similar client that runs on the desktop and what those customers are used to using and seeing. Now, at the moment, the ZPA devices actually cannot be managed from the Zoom platform, or the admin portal, I should say, but that support is coming in the very near future. Now, another key differentiator here is with the SIP phones, we're able to auto-deploy or auto-provision those devices from the admin portal, and the user doesn't have to touch the phone. Basically, the phone will log in automatically for them once provisioned. Whereas with the ZPA devices, because it is a Zoom application that you're using, each user does have to actually manually log into that phone. So, once that phone boots up, it's going to log into the Zoom application and they're going to have to put in their Zoom credentials to sign in. Now, that can be done either on the phone directly, or also Zoom do have a login kind of platform on their website where you just enter a code onto the particular web page, the code that's being displayed on the IP phone, and then the phone will automatically sign in for you. All right, so now we also have a range of webcams that are certified for use with Zoom as well. So the Yalink UVC30 is a certified device for the Zoom meetings platform. The UVC30 is a 4K camera, has 3 times digital zoom, also has support for Windows Hello and things like that. So it's quite a high-end webcam and has great video quality for Zoom meetings. All right, now we kind of push on into the meeting room space. And on this slide here, it kind of gives you a kind of overview of all the different room systems that are available for Zoom from Yealink. So Yealink have a range of Android-based Zoom room solutions, and they also have a range of Windows-based Zoom room solutions. And then they also have what they call the BYOD functionality, or BYOD devices for Zoom as well, where people would bring in their own laptop and run Zoom off their laptop, but connect to these BYOD kits for a better video and audio experience in the meeting. Now, starting up at the Android solutions, which are the A20 and the A30 devices, these all run Android 9 operating system and have the Zoom Room application directly installed into these devices. So they're an all-in-one device and also have that touch panel available for meeting control as well. So with the Android devices, we have solutions for small and medium rooms. Now with the with the A20 and the A30, along with the CTP18 solution, we also have a screen sharing device available for these, which is the VCH51, and this allows you to share content directly into a meeting via that meeting room solution. Then we move on to the BYOD kits. So the BYOD kits, like I said before, it's just a simple USB connected audio and video device that you would plug into a dedicated computer in a meeting room or to a laptop that you bring into the meeting room, and you would run your Zoom software off of that laptop, but utilize the camera, speaker, and mic of these devices. We then look at the Windows-based solutions. So this is where Yealink kind of cater for every room type that we see on the market. So ranging from a huddle room solution all the way up to an extra large meeting training room solution. So looking at the ZVC300, we can see that we're utilizing a Windows box, which is running Windows 10 IoT Enterprise, and it runs the Zoom Room application on that Windows box. So as you can see on each of these kits, each of the ZVC kits comes with that what we call the M-Core or the mini PC that runs that MTR solution. Now, so some of the kits will either utilize the CTP18 touch panel, or others will use the CP960 conference phone to control the meeting. So the ZVC300 and the 640, as you can see there, utilize the CP960 for meeting control and also for the mic and speaker from that CP960 as well. Whereas the ZVC400, 840 and the 940, they utilize external speakers and mics, and they have that touch panel for that meeting control. So ZVC400 utilizes the UVC40 all-in-one collab bar. So it's got a 4K camera built into it. Also got dual speakers and up to 6 mics in that collab bar itself. The ZVC 840, that comes with the UVC 84 USB-based camera. It comes with the M speaker for those larger room environments. And then it also comes with 3 wired mics as well. So those are tabletop mics. Now with these kits, Yealink kind of have a lot of different audio options available for these Zoom room solutions. So if you didn't want to go with wired mics, there is wireless mics available, and there's also ceiling mics available as well. So they really do have a solution for kind of every fit out in a meeting room space. And then we move on to the ZVC 940, which is a multi-camera solution. This solution can actually support up to 9 cameras. Now the kit itself does only come with 2, but you can buy additional UVC 84 cameras to fill a gap and to expand that system out as well, depending on the size of the environment that you're utilizing it in. Now with that ZVC 940, it does come with 4 speakers for those larger meeting room or auditorium spaces. And again, you've got the option for that audio as well. So whether it might be tabletop mics, it might be the wireless mics, or it might even be the ceiling mics. So with these kits, or definitely the ZVC 840 and the ZVC 940, we can support up to 4 speakers in total. We can support up to 4 wireless mics, or alternatively up to 6 of the wired tabletop mics, or up to 8 of the VCM38 ceiling mics. Now I say or between each of those audio devices because you can only use one mic type per solution. So if you're using the wireless mics, you can't use ceiling or tabletop wired mics. So it's only one mic solution per system. Okay, so moving on to a bit more on the Android-based solutions. So the Android-based solutions, very simple deployment because the operating system is built into the Collab bar itself. It's a simple HDMI connection to your TV, whether it's 1 or 2 TVs that you're using. It's an Ethernet cable to your network, and it's a power supply to the unit itself. That's all you actually need to get this system up and running. Now, if you want to use a CTP18 with this solution, that's also a network connected device, PoE powered as well. So that can be also connected to your network somewhere. Now, the way that these kind of systems work is that the A20 or the A30 itself, you will sign in with your Zoom account on that device, and you'll also sign in to that Zoom room account on the CTP18 touch panel. So the same account will be used to sign in on both devices, and then those 2 devices are paired to each other via a pairing code. And that then allows you to control that meeting from the touch panel itself. Now with these devices as well, we can also support wireless content sharing. So Yelink have what they call the WPP20, and these are used to wirelessly share content into your Zoom meetings. Now, another advanced feature that Yelink do have with these kits is what they call buy-on USB mode. Now, what this allows you to do, because this device is a native Zoom device, is running the Zoom meeting room application, there's no other kind of VC application that we can install and run on this device. It's dedicated for Zoom. But what we can do with the buy-on USB device is it allows us to actually connect our laptop to the A30 and allows us to actually utilize the camera, speaker, and mic from the 830 on our laptop, and then run whatever VC application we want on that laptop. So when we connect the laptop to the A30, it's going to actually install a camera, mic, and speaker device on Windows. And then we can select those devices as the devices we want to use on whatever VC application we might be running on that laptop. So we can walk into a meeting room with our laptop. We might be running Microsoft Teams. We might be running Cisco WebEx. We might be running Google Meet. Who knows? Whatever the application might be. And all we need to do is select that A30 device as our device type for our mic, speaker, and camera in the VC application, and it will then utilize that room kit rather than using the built-in webcam, mic, and speaker on your laptop. It's a very flexible solution. Okay, so now moving on to the Windows-based solution. Again, obviously not as easy as the Android-based solutions, because we do have a Windows PC with this kit, but it's a one cable deployment. And what that means is that from normally the NUC itself will sit behind the TVs or in a cabinet at the front of the room. Now, the one cable deployment is that connection between the touch panel that sits on your meeting room table and that computer that's running Windows. So that's simply an Ethernet cable that connects those 2 devices. Now we have a maximum distance of around about 40 meters for that. So we kind of get rid of that limitation of running USB from Windows PC to control panel, because with USB, obviously we do have that distance limitations, and then we need to add in USB extenders and things like that. So running that Ethernet cable gives us the flexibility to easily connect that touch panel to the PC. Again, what I spoke about before, flexible audio options. So we can connect up to 4 speakers. We've got those different multiple audio types as well, whether it's wireless mics, whether it's ceiling mics, whether it's wide tabletop mics. So we do have plenty of flexibility. And then we also have, support for different room types, ranging from huddle room solutions all the way up to large training room auditorium type areas. Okay, now moving on from the room systems. So with the Zoom phone system component of Zoom, because it does support standard SIP devices, it gives you the flexibility to be able to run all different types of devices on the PBX. So it allows us to, to use paging devices and intercom devices and things like that. Because these devices are all SIP-based, it's a simple SIP registration to the Zoom phone PBX, and allows us to be able to page and use intercoms for door control, door access control, and things like that. So the cyber data range of intercoms and paging equipment is also all certified by Zoom. And we have these devices available for you guys as well. Okay, last but not least is the scheduling panels. So the scheduling panels allow you or allow users to be able to easily identify what meeting rooms are available for use. So basically this scheduling panel would sit outside each of your meeting room spaces, and it allows users to walk up to the meeting room. They can actually reserve and book a time slot for that meeting room directly from this panel. And it also allows users to be able to see what rooms are available as well. So walking down, a hallway in an organization, you can clearly see whether that room is being utilized. So obviously when the room's available, that green light is going to be showing. If the room is in use, that light will be red. Now, there's also lots of different advanced features coming to these scheduling panels in the near future. It will support sensors. So it'll allow us to be able to, or the system will automatically be able to either book or release a meeting room schedule by determining whether there's people in the room or not. So for example, we might have a meeting scheduled for 1 p.m. At 10 past 1, there's still nobody in that meeting room. The system will know there's nobody in that meeting room based on the sensor that's installed in that room, and it can actually release that room and allow it to be booked again. Now, vice versa as well. So if there's if you walk into a meeting room and you didn't schedule a meeting in there, if you sit down in that meeting room and you start having your meeting, the sensor will detect there's people in there and the room will get automatically booked for you. So these types of things are some of the features that are coming soon to these scheduling panels. All right, so to kind of cap this off, now, Alloy are able to supply all of these hardware devices for you guys, whether it's for Zoom meetings, whether it's for Zoom phone. We have a solution pretty much for any part of the Zoom kind of software platform. But what we can also do, Alloy is also a Zoom partner. So if you're not already a Zoom partner, you're not already buying Zoom licenses, what we can do, Alloy can actually help you get access to these licenses. So we're a Zoom partner. The way that Zoom works is a little bit different. They're a commission-based company. So Zoom will actually deal direct with end customers, but will then pass on commission to the partners that actually kind of brought the deals to Zoom. So, if you have customers that are looking at a Zoom solution, that deal will get registered with Zoom. Zoom will actually do a lot of the groundwork for you. So they'll do the demos to the end customer. They can, go through training. They can, do all of the pre-sales work to win that deal. And then once they win that deal, you get past the commission for that customer. All right, guys, we're smack bang on about 26 minutes. What we'll do now is I'll answer some questions if you do have any. I can see a couple here in the Q&A panel already. Okay, so from Neil, how are the systems updated for the Android systems? So the Zoom application itself will get updated automatically, but the firmware for those devices will need to be either pushed to these devices from Yealink's management platform, or they can also be easily updated via the web interface on those Android panels as well. Okay, guys, does anybody have any questions? If you do have a question, you can either raise your hand or you can just put it into the Q&A panel, and I'll be happy to answer it if I can. I'll just give it a couple of minutes before we finish up, just if somebody does have any questions. All right, guys, I just want to mention as well, so we do run these lunch and learn sessions every fortnight. Now, there's quite a few scheduled already. So if you jump on our website, go to the events section, lunch and learn, there is plenty of upcoming sessions that are already booked in and ready to go. Next week, we'll be looking at the sorry guys, looking at selecting, or what we need to kind of look at when selecting the right MTR solution for meeting room spaces. That will be the topic in a fortnight. All right, guys, if there's no more questions, I'd just like to thank you all very much for attending today. We're pretty much smack bang on half an hour, so that's always nice. A lot of times these sessions can run over depending on the topic, so it's good to finish on time. Once again, thank you all and enjoy your afternoon. Thanks, guys.